What's going on, YouTube? It's my first video back for a while, so there's stuff going around at the bully community right now that I want to address concerning stud co-owning. Okay, as the producer of the stud that you're co-owning out, make sure when you co-own a dog, minimum at least you've gotten to know this person for a while, or you know how they act, or how they how long they've been in the game, or how long how they take care of their dog, etc. So you got to research the person first before you offer a co-own to the dog. Let's say you do all that already and you like the person, and you decide to co-own a dog with the person. First of all co-own, no matter what, should involve some type of monetary compensation from the co-owner. That way they have an incentive to take care of their dog. But not saying that a free co-own doesn't work, but most of the time a free co-own, people don't really care about the dog if the dog doesn't turn out, etc. like that. But Tennessee Mountain Kennel, what's going on? But when you co-own a dog out, the term usually is always 50-50, right? 50% of the stud fee that you sell goes to the co-owner. 50% of stud fees goes to you. Now, as the producer of the dog, you co-own the dog out to the co-owner. The co-owner responsibility is to take care of the dog in their home. Okay, all the costs, all the feeding, all the vet stuff, everything is their concern. If for some reason you guys decide on the 50-50 of that too, that's on you guys. But for me, when I do co-own, that is not my problem. You take care of the dog. I give you a discount, a heavy discount on the dog that already. So that discount you can use to apply to taking care of the dog for the lifetime of the dog. It should be enough to take care of the dog for at least 5 years. And as far as promotion wise, it's always good for both of you guys to promote the dog. Make sure when you do a co-own, you have a contract written out. Do not ever forget a contract. This is one thing, you do not sugarcoat anything when it comes to co-owning your dog. So you have to be precise. You have to be your terms. You have to let them know right off the bat. There's going to be no games with this. This is completely a business deal. So if they, for some reason, do not, follow your terms or agree or somehow break the terms, they're going to have to return the dog. And you do not, if they return the dog and they break the rules, whatever the term is in the contract, you're not obligated to pay them anything off the co-own, okay? That should be in the contract. That should be notarized. And when you co-own a dog out, make sure that you keep the paperwork. Paperwork should never, ever go to the co-owner, okay? Because they have the dog, you have the paperwork. It has to be leveraged somewhere between the two. It has to be a 50-50 deal, because if they know they mess up, you're not going to sign the papers. If you mess up, they're not going to send out the semen. So both sides understand there's a loss on either side if someone mess up, okay? What else? As far as using the stud in-house, both of you guys should be able to use the stud at no charge. The co-owner should be able to pull the dog for you and send it to you. And you just got to pay for the shipping. And then that's it. And then the co-owner can use the dog in-house if they want to. Now, if they decide to for some reason have a co-owned female with someone else, usually I'm okay with that. If it's a lifetime co-own, let's say the co-owner have a female in-house that he co-owns out with jack or something like that, right? It's a forever comb. They split litters. They do everything else half and half. Usually I'm okay with that. I'll let the stud credit slide. I don't get paid for that or anything like that. But for some, but if they do a pupback deal, let's say they have a female, they produce a female, they sold, and the deal is a pupback off your stud, you should be able to get half the credit for that stud fee. Okay, do not ever let them do a pupback on that and not get paid for your stud, because that is not the deal. They have to own that female. A pupback deal is not a complete ownership of the female. So they sold the dog, they just owed a pupback. So you need to get paid. As far as anything else, I mean, I think that's really it. But like most of the time, you know, make sure the co-owner keep you updated on your dog. Their dog is the same thing. Make sure you get great pictures of the dog, promote you guys yourself, and that's really it. It's nothing else to it. As far as collecting stuff, collecting lock-ins, what I do is my co-owner collects their lock-in, I collect my lock-in. The customer that I collect lock-ins with, I deal with myself. The lock-ins that my co-owner collects, he deals with them himself. Okay, we never mix those two together. But the thing we do is we let each other know who locked in with us, at what price, etc., etc., etc. Everything is put out in a spreadsheet, so there is no concern of what the person locked in, how much they locked in, when is it due, etc., etc., like that. So that is the list is sent every interval. Let's say is we're open at 1500. Once we close the 1500 out, the list is sent to each co-owner, and then we'll go to 2500. And as soon as we close out the list, we close out the 2500 stud fee. We close out the list and we send that list to each other, so each other knows who the person locked in and stuff like that, you know. So there's no discrepancy when it comes to, hey, I sent semen to this guy and semen to this guy, etc., etc. Also, there are some people, okay, that each owner do not like or do not want to do business with. So by sending the list like that, you can go in there and check the list and be like, you know what, this person right here I do not want to do business with that. Each of you guys have to respect each other's opinion. So if, let's say, one of my co-owner have someone locked in with him that do not like me, or I do not like want to do business with, I'll tell them this person cannot breed to this dog. And then the same way goes both ways, okay? What is it? That's really it. I mean, when you do a co-owner, you have to respect each other. You have to respect each other's term, and just be 100% transparent between each other. That's really it. A lot of people out here are making mistakes when they co-owning studs and getting greedy on each other, and it's not the right thing to do. So make sure everything you do is 100%. You know what you're talking about, and first of all, you know, take care of the dog. Make sure make sure you co-own to the right people. I mean, co-owning, I don't do a lot of co-owning, but if you have to, you know, make sure you vet these people and check who they are out. But that's all my tips for this channel. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. So that's really it. Appreciate you guys for watching. The 9 people that's watching on YouTube Live. I haven't gone on this page for a while, so good luck to everybody. So how did I get out of here?